Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm here BTech student. I know the lectures will teach we don't understand what the sir was saying. Yeah, I know that's real. I'm here. I will say straighting to end. I know you all tried for finding best for you. I'm here. I will example like your friend. You can build games like animations website like that. Subscribe now. Keep supporting. Encourage me. We crack Python series. Watch till end each series. Then you will understand.
Tutorial, okay. So, friends, Python is an interpreted high-level and general-purpose programming language. So friends, the person you are looking at here, I mean a person named Gudavan Rossum, he created it. Okay, he created Python. So friends, why do we say that Python is an interpreted programming language? To know about interpreted programming languages, you need to know about compiled programming languages. So actually, if you have come across the language or Java, you may already know this. But if you are learning a programming language for the first time, no problem, you can learn it. So, how does an interpreted programming language work? It is executed directly line by line. That is, it does not require pre-compilation at execution time. So, I will explain about these in a separate video. I mean interpreted language and script language, or interpreted language or compiled pre-compiled programming languages. So for now, just remember that Python is an interpreted language. And high-level and general purpose. Actually, we use it in many ways. So, when we say general purpose and high-level means we do very big works using this Python. So that's how it is said, okay? So anyway, what else can we do with Python here? Actually, we can do many things using Python. However, let's get to know some of them roughly. So the first one is web development. Actually, friends, the reason why Python has become our #1 programming language today is two things. One is that, what can we say about web applications becoming popular in web development, because of this social media becoming empowered, and similarly, e-commerce is a huge development happening within it, so the demand for web applications has increased due to the popularity of e-commerce sites. So in this, we use this Python for server-side scripting, for very secure scripting. So in web development, we use Python. I will explain to you roughly how it works in a moment. And next, we will use this Python in machine learning. Actually, if a term called machine learning had not come to us, Python would have been far behind, because Python is not a new programming language as you think. I mean, as many people think, it is actually a programming language that was created before Java. Python is okay, so it is so old, but for some reason it could not become so popular. However, friends, as terms change, as demands change, that is, due to changes in modern lifestyle, each programming language makes each task easier for us. And here, which is the easiest programming language, everyone will say. The answer is Python. So Python is in machine learning. We have to do 1,000 lines of coding. So, any big project, be it web development, machine learning, data science, data analysis, and many more. So, in all these, we handle very big projects. So, at such a time, if we do not learn a new programming language, then implementing new methods that have very large procedures, becomes a very tough job. So, since Python has given us the solution for that, Python plays a very crucial role in machine learning for us. And this is why Python is the #1 programming language in the market today, right? And next comes data analysis, data science, data analysis, or visualization, data visualization. So, here data analysis means if you are a YouTuber, or you have seen graphs in many places. So like now let me tell you how this data analysis is useful. For example, let's say you are working at Amazon, so we need to implement that website based on various terms in Amazon. I mean here website means here web application. Okay, that is a software, right? So if it is online software, now it is very important for you to analyze it and visualize the data. Because it is very important for us to analyze which age group, which gender, which area, which time, and all these things and which product we are looking at. And the same thing like now when we buy a product we look at reviews. Okay, everyone is watching these days, don't they watch reviews? They are watching reviews, and in the same way, they are watching its star rating. So data visualization is there. Okay, we have the opportunity to implement many customer reviews or technical terms through data analysis and visualization. So, there is a lot of demand for data analysts in the market today for those who do visualization. Okay, so similarly, scripting is nothing, but here scripting means that we can use Python like JavaScript. So, I said that I will tell you in another video what is the difference between a scripting language, an interpreted language, or a programming language. Definitely, I mean programming language, scripting language, and markup language. What are the differences between these three and how do we use them? I will tell you there in full. But what you need to remember here is that Python is also useful for scripting. And next comes game development. Actually, Python has come a long way in game development these days. By using a library like that and Pygame, you can develop a game easily and very fast. You can also develop a very powerful game. And congratulations friends, in this tutorial series 1 I'm going to show you how to develop a game for you, and how to convert it into an executable file, that is, how to distribute it on different web and other systems. Okay, so last. Okay, last but not least. Okay, so software development is actually software development, which I have generalized here. So we can write applications like web applications or standard standalone applications like desktop applications that work on PCs now, or we can also use Python in mobile applications. These days, friends, Python is not recommended for mobile applications. Okay, so remember this. But I can't say, in terms of that upgradation. Okay, so maybe Python will develop more in the coming days. And similarly, Python may become very, very useful for that modern technology. Then we will also have the opportunity to take this Python as the first source for mobile applications. So if you learn Python, maybe you can get a job in that as a development developer. Similarly, you can do that other thing, whether you are a web developer, a machine learning developer, a data analysis developer, a game developer, or a game developer, but in fact, it is difficult for us to get jobs in Python background. But if you are a web developer and a machine learning and a data analysis developer, you will definitely get a job. Okay, so anyways here if we talk about some of these things again, when it comes to web development here, web frameworks are running very popular these days. That means we have to spend a lot of time to build a web application, but if we use the framework it means there are some inbuilt options in it. So I am also including Django tutorials for you. So don't worry about that. You Django tutorials, actually this is Django called Django. Actually who doesn't? Generally some people ask me again, sir is it Django sir, why do you say Django? Things like that. Maybe I don't know, I don't know either. I don't know why they say it as maybe it is called Django, but some people pronounce it as Django. I don't know about it. Okay, anyway, I know this clearly. How does Django work? Why does it work? So how can we use it? And similarly, Flask is also a web framework. Like Django, we also have Flask in that web framework, which is popularly known as Python. Actually, Django and Flask both do similar work, but for large applications, we use Django to build slightly complicated applications. And when we want to work with some components in a simple way, very simple, we can use Flask, which means it is very easy to learn and easy to handle. Flask is okay. That is also what I will explain to you in this tutorial series, I mean the end of the beginner tutorials. Anyway, friends, Huron can be used to build server-side web applications, right? So, you can use Python to interact with your web applications in web development. Okay, so, next up is machine learning. In machine learning, the concept of machine learning is actually difficult to explain in an introduction video, so I have written some things for you here. So it comes down to recommendation systems, like, it knows which locality you belong to and gives us YouTube suggestions, it loads our interests and observes what kind of majorly, for those who watch Telugu videos, videos are recommended in Telugu, right? Science okay. So here on YouTube, Amazon, if you shop for a product, we buy products from different genres based on our various interests. So, based on the genres we have bought, related products are recommended to us. So these are just examples, the rest can be social media websites or e-commerce websites. We need to build recommendation systems for these. So, there is a lot of demand for those who have learned this in the market, right? And next, to put it simply, face recognition. These days we are using face recognition to unlock your phone. Like voice recognition, now in smartphones, Android smartphones, when I say, I mean cheese, it takes a photo snap, our camera clicks, right? So, in this way, machine learning is useful for us to implement various things like voice recognition and more. And, as I said, we do machine learning with it, right? And next, many things like data analysis, visualization, scripting, game development, software development, all these we have already said that we can do through Python, right? So friends, here I have already told you what data analysis, visualization is in. When it comes to scripting, I will try to tell you simply. Like JavaScript, what is JavaScript? If you have already seen those web development tutorials, you will understand it easily. So, a scripting language is always dependent. That is, it is not a main programming language. Actually, Python also works as a high-level main programming language. And similarly, it works as a scripting language for us. So like JavaScript, it does not work as a standalone for you. It is only dependent. Dependent on what? Dependent on it depends on HTML/CSS, right? So it depends on HTML. So that is how a scripting language works for us. So we can use Python for scripting as well. That is, like a main software, our main program is different in that it is included as a small part and does some work related to it. So in that way we can use Python. And what is there to say about game development? Game development boss game development is used to develop games, that's why so software development actually in this tutorial series 1 will teach you how to build some of those desktop applications and how we can distribute them to other computers in this tutorial. Apart from these, we can use Python for ethical hacking and data science and many more places, but it is not possible for us to tell everything here, so I have shown you some here. And last but not least, who can learn Python programming? So friends, actually according to my knowledge, Python programming language is a language that you can learn even if you don't know what programming is, just system, I mean you know the fundamentals of this computer. And Python is the easiest programming language. Okay, so I will explain it to you in the easiest way. I think you all know. Everyone can understand. So friends, when it comes to your part here, you should watch each tutorial carefully, 2 or 3 times. Okay, we don't need to learn everything at once. Okay, so don't think that it is good to learn everything at once. Because some things may seem a little complicated. But nothing is impossible, friends. Nothing is impossible. Practice makes perfect. Okay, if you practice 4 times for one, you will get it perfect. So watch 2 or 3 times for one. And majorly, if you have any doubt in the tutorial, watch the same tutorial 4 times, watch 5 times, watch 10 times, it is not wrong. And I will tell you one more thing. Here I will show you how to do programming from the next tutorials. Don't worry about it. Otherwise, if your result is not empty with my result, if you don't get the result that I got, then you should understand that you have neglected that tutorial. Okay, because programming language is Python for me, you download it from where I downloaded it. You use it the same way as I use it. That is, I don't treat Python in a way that you treat me in a way. This is a fundamental thing. Some of you may feel that you should also say this. But I am saying this as an answer to the questions asked by some people. Because only when you neglect the tutorial, you will not get the maximum result that I got. And when many people ask me in the comments, I am answering the questions. Sir, suppose you have any doubt. Another small request is that when I give the introduction here, ask me things that you don't understand. Also, sir, don't question me here. Why do you do that in data science? What will happen if you do that? It will be ugly. Okay, so we have a limit in every tutorial from where to where I should explain the subject. And if we discuss about that, it will also help the rest of the people. Okay, in the next tutorial I will give you definite answers to the questions that I will explain to you. Okay, so friends, this is just a request from me to you. Okay, so try to understand me and you should learn this well. And my only wish is that you should move forward in life. Okay, so friends, those who want to support me, don't forget to like. Similarly, share. And the topic I am telling you now is who can learn this. So who can learn, I mean even if you have not come across any programming language before, I have just said questions, I will recommend only one. If you want to build a career in web development, I mostly do tutorials related to web development.
Thank you for watching everybody. It's take hours for this video editing, but I know this was very helpful to you guys. If anybody Telugu explanation want comment, I will videos for keep supporting. Thank you. Subscribe now, like, share with your friends.